Today marks 1 month since 4 University of Idaho students were murdered inside a home near the school's campus. Investigators say they have fielded thousands of tips, but still do not have a suspect or a murder weapon or a clear motive. It was on November 13th for Kaylee Gonsalves and Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. All 4 were found stabbed to death inside an off-campus home. It's a crime that shocked and scared the entire community. And while Moscow police didn't provide any new details on the investigation today, they are describing the immediate reaction from the community as police began their investigation at that house.
The scene wasn't chaos, the neighborhood, but it was very, very somber. There were friends trying to find out who exactly was inside the house, some family members that arrived on scene. It was incredibly hard for the community, but it was also really, really hard on our officers, some of whom were very young, and that was the first real major crime scene that they had encountered. So emotionally, it was a very, very draining day.
Moscow police say they have received thousands of tips in this case already, but mixed in with credible tips are a lot of rumors and speculation. Online rumors continue to fuel misinformation in this case. And while they continue to assure the public that they are working around the clock, the victims' families are still waiting for that sense of closure. Sebastian Robertson tonight has more on what is being done and what has been done in the past month.
There's not answers.
In the months since their murders.
And people are scared, and they're hurting.
We've seen a memorial in Moscow, vigils in Boise and Mount Vernon. A community mourning the loss of Kaylee Gonsalves and Madison Mogan. Xana Kernodle and Ethan Chapin, students stabbed to death inside an off-campus home near the University of Idaho on November 13th. All while the investigation works in the background. Nearly 50 federal agents are on the ground in Idaho, alongside the state police and local law enforcement. An FBI hotline has been set up to filter the steady stream of tips.
It's overwhelming sometimes with the amount of information that comes in on these tip lines. So our analysts have spent hours sorting through and trying to come up with the most relevant tips first for the investigators to follow up on.
Tips that, as of late, have led investigators to a white Hyundai like this one. They're asking the public for more information as they believe it was in the vicinity at the time of the murders and believe the people inside may have seen something. For retired Seattle Police Chief Carmen Best, public interest can be a powerful tool.
Well, I'll be honest, when I hear that they have a large number of tips, that's good news. You would rather the phones be ringing and information coming in.
Among the heartbreak, there is frustration from family members and students who say they want answers. This as police say there are key details they can't reveal.
Is it one of these things where it may make sense later why some information is being held back now?
Absolutely, that's almost always the case.
Meanwhile, many students have left campus.
A lot of people went home after the news,
Taking the university up on its offer to finish the semester online.
And again, investigators are still looking for any information regarding the biggest break in the case so far. That is that authorities want to speak with whoever was inside a white Hyundai Elantra the night of the murder. They believe that a car looking just like this one was near the King Road home right around the time of the murders. It's important to note those are not the pictures of the actual vehicle. It's just a picture for your reference so you know what it looks like. But they want to know who was inside the car. They believe whoever it was, the driver or any passengers, could have critical information that could help solve this case. And again, we want to share with you that tip line. If you do have any information about the car or anything else regarding this investigation, please contact the Moscow Police tip line. That number is 208-883-7180. You can also send an email to that address right there on your screen.